how can I build a sales business, but at the same time, how can I also start investing, owning the thing that I sell? Um, Now I know we had a lot of meetings and everything, so I just want you to tell your story a little bit, just to continue, help other people understand like how they can do it as well.
Yeah, because really for me and even Lynette, my wife, for us both growing up, we really didn't have that mentorship in even the mindset of investing. It was really, get a good job enough to make sure you pay the bills and buy a few things that you want, and then be able to go a few places that you want to go. And so carrying that mindset through life, it was really just trying to work hard to just increase that check at the end of the week or every 2 weeks or whatever. And so not really that mindset of making your money work for you. And so it really wasn't till a couple of years ago, of course, the Lord allowed our paths to cross, and you were in investing in real estate and just to help and change our mindset as we, have been raising 5 kids here for the past, 20 some years, of knowing that's not enough of what are we gonna, what are we building for our kids? What are we showing them? What are we teaching them? And kind of taking the things that wasn't taught to us, as far as investing in a mindset of money and wanting to help our kids, have a different understanding of, money and investing and, because I don't want them to just their mindset to, okay, I'm going to work until I'm 65 and then kick back and enjoy life. I want them to have a mindset of they can build wealth and legacy, a word that you use often, to not only enjoy in the present, but to continue to pass down generation to generation. And so a couple of years ago is really when our mindset began to change, our friendship and our conversations and being trapped in the retail world, pretty much being in retail all my life, whether that was owning our own business or working for a corporation, but being trapped in that and wanting to escape that, and real estate being a great opportunity to do that. And so um, jumping off and grabbing, getting the uh, real estate license to be able to kind of dive into that world, but then to, talk with many conversations with you and your wife, and just to be able to explore that. And so it was just a little over a year ago we were able to obtain our first investment property. And it's diving off into a new world. It's scary. And so you're afraid that, oh my gosh, we're gonna lose all this money or whatever. But I mean it's really just the mindset of okay, we don't have the money to do, but there's ways to, and that's where getting with you to help understand is there's ways to obtain investment properties other than, having to even come up with your own money to put forward. I mean, there's plenty out there with banks and other creative ways to make that happen. And so, yeah, just a little over a year ago, we jumped on the path of investing in properties, and I really didn't expect to be setting a little over a year later with 3 investment properties. I figured it'd be like, okay, we'll grab one and, kind of wade out into the water a little bit and just see if we sink or swim or what. And then, but just continuing to have those conversations, to continuing to uh, explore and expand our mind in the whole investing and building and stuff like that to be able
So,
to,
and
okay, here's
also,
another property.
yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I wanted
Yeah.
you to speak to one of those as well. Give me 1 second, buddy. I'll be there, okay? Um, it was also one of those deals was a client of yours, right? And
Yes.
so tell me a little bit about like, so you had a client and you made a deal where I think that, they knew that you were interested in it. They were like, hey, you can sell it, how did you structure that deal in that conversation? Because I think that's a good thing as a real estate agent. Like, hey, you can also not only build and start adding investments to your portfolio and not have to use money, but you can also find sellers who's willing to partner with you and pay you, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And this last investment property we were able to obtain is that we had a friend come to us and said, "Hey, I've got a couple properties that I need to sell. One of them is a great we're used as a rental. It's great for us. If it wasn't because of situations in their life, they wouldn't be selling it. But hey, you might be interested in buying it." And so, yeah, of just being able to um, have a client come to me. She's got two houses she wants to sell. This one would be a great opportunity for investment. So we looked into that and then went the construction, route on that of being able to take out a construction loan to be able to purchase it and go in and make some upgrades that we need to make. And not only that, but like you said, as a real estate agent, represent that. So it becomes a transaction in the real estate world. So not only am I getting paid to sell the house, we're obtaining a investment property, and then we've got somebody moving into it that's paying the rent, paying the mortgage on it. So yeah, that's a great way as people come to you and you have those connections and have those conversations, to be able to open doors to obtain investment properties through clients. So
And that's rented out now, right?
yeah, rent it out. And the thing was, we were able to, which it was actually rented when we got it. And then the week we closed, the tenants said, "Hey, we're out, we're done, we're leaving." And we're like, "Oh, okay." And so we were able just to, there wasn't a whole lot of things that needed to be done to it. So we lined up, a new roof being put on it, a fence, being put in the back, the things that we thought would be, a huge asset to doing that. Got that up to market, and I mean, less than a month, uh, we had a tenant in there, and we've got a phenomenal renters in there. So it was a quick deal. It kind of gave us a couple weeks to make those adjustments and changes without being in each other's way. So able to go in, put a roof on and all that stuff, and then basically move a tenant in right behind the construction process. So that was a pretty smooth and great deal.
Cool, cool. I appreciate it. I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm excited to see, I guess, what you guys are going to continue to do, uh, just moving forward, and what's going to be best for you guys. I know you want to continue to add. I know Lynette, she has a desire to get an apartment building. I think that's what I
Yeah.
heard her say. So, got to continue to find ways to leverage those properties, and just continue to talking and continue to going through the kind of the mentorship and program. So,
Yeah,
but
we just trying to learn along the way, and with each property, I mean, it's a learning process, and every property's different, and so every transaction's different, and so we're just trying to learn along the process. But yeah, that's our goal. We'd like to have a property with many doors, apartment complex, and just a lot of vision, even around that. So we'll
yep.
see.
Yep. And then also on the sales side, I think you got a pretty exciting customer that's for you is someone kind of your sphere of influence that we just finished talking about. You said what they 300,000 maybe price point as far as home that they're looking at buying and maybe selling theirs similar price point. So that's
Yeah.
exciting now to I guess get that sale and get it up and running because who knows that can maybe add to another house or two.
Exactly. And and then just even the little side hustle, the job that I have, I get people in there all the time that are buying metal to put on their properties and stuff. And so I've actually got a property that I'm going to go check out here in the next few days. A guy that's got a rental, he just wants out. It's supposedly a really nice rental, and he just tired of messing with it. And so I'm actually going to go check that out. So it's just constantly having those conversations in the realm of your everyday life, and there's no you never know what they're going to tell you, and that kind of makes your ears perk up and go, "Oh, you have a house you want to sell," or hey, and so it's I love it. It's a process. So
Love it, love it. Well, I appreciate you, Gary.
hey, appreciate you. I mean, I appreciate you and Nini, and we love you guys. Love your whole family, and just glad that the Lord connected us a few years back and allows us to stay in contact. So I appreciate that you're a few steps ahead of me and looking back, and I appreciate that about you of looking down the stairs and pulling people up with you
Yep.
as you learn stuff. You want to see other people succeed and come along too. So we really appreciate that heartbeat about you guys, and just love sharing the process and the journey with you guys. So
Absolutely, man. Man, it's nothing. It means nothing if we can hog all this information ourselves. So as we learn, it's important to pour down and pour into people who want to take the action, who desire to do the things that we've done, even if it's not the extent, a fraction of it. So you still have to do the work, you still have to do the involvement, but obviously I'm there to push you. You'll get my wife who pop in, occasionally as well. But I enjoy it. I want people a little bit bigger literacy through real estate. That's one of the biggest things. So, and it's a process, and it's a mental process more than anything, and just in understanding that. So, all right, man. We'll get out of here. But I
that's
appreciate.
good. And that's an aspect. I just want to say this real quick, but that's an aspect that kind of excites me and motivates me to continue to press on, is because I like the aspect of, I want to be able to, the more I kind of weigh down and get a couple steps ahead, I want to be able to look back too and invest in our community here in Jonesboro and pull people along too in the same way. So I just wanted to kind of be a kind of a string effect as you're pulling me up and teaching me. I want to look back and teach, and it's just a beautiful thing to see that networking and that connection. So, but appreciate you, man. Have a great day.
Yes, sir. All right, man. I will. Got to see them little ones coming in, so
Yeah,
about to go tackle them and see what's going on with the day. So.
sounds good. Well, have a great day, man. We'll talk soon.